Hi guys, we're back again. Welcome to this training session. In this training, I want to talk about social engineering attacks and show you how you can actually um, keep yourself safe from it. So, social engineering attacks are simply kind of attacks that exploit human psychology in order to gain access to sensitive information or systems. And these attacks we're talking about simply means that someone has to manipulate an individual into performing a certain action or divulging confidential information. So for us to start quickly, I'm going to be using my pen test lab to show you a few things that you need to know about these social engineering attacks. So if you're looking at some types of social engineering attacks, we have the phishing attacks that maybe an email, a link will be shared with you via your email, and if you click on that link, it simply means that you would likely divulge your information. And then we also have the pretexting that will come to you via SMS. We have the baiting, we have the quid pro quo, and then we have spear phishing targeted at certain individuals or organization, and probably whaling, and so many of them. All right, so in this video, I am just going to demonstrate social engineering attacks using a tool called SE Toolkit. So for us to start, I'm going to use my Parrot pen testing lab to do this. So here is my Parrot. I will launch the tool using the sudo command. But before we continue, this particular training session is solely for educational purposes only. You don't use it on any target that you do not have permission, and is majorly used by organizations for user awareness training. So please do not attempt this where you do not have permission to do that. So launch the tool SE Toolkit and wait for it to load. So here we have our SE Toolkit subcommands. So the first one is social engineering attacks. Second one, penetration testing. So we are only going to deal with the first one for now. So select one, and then we want to look at website attacks. All right? So select two, and then we want to harvest user credentials. This simply means when you generate this link, you drop it on maybe a social media or send it to someone's email. The person clicks on the link. From there, any user name and password the user enters will surely reverse to you. And then you can go to the site and log in. So let's go to number 3, credential harvesters. Then here we go to, let's look at, let's try to maybe use a web template. For example, you want to clone someone's email address. So in this case now, it means that on my screen, I have my IP address as the postback address for any activity that is going to be going on that victim system. So you can decide to use a different IP here, but this is my system IP, so I will enter it. Then the next one, let's try Google, for example. So here, I will select 2, and then it's cloning Google right now. So what you can do now is that my IP address becomes the link that I'm going to share. So there are two things. If you want this to be a little bit more sophisticated so that the user will not easily know that this is a phishing link, what you can do is to take your IP address, open a new terminal, check the IP address. So here, this is IP add. So this is my IP address here. So with this IP address, I can simply take it to shorten URL and then turn it into a different link entirely, and then come back to use it here. All right. But in this case, I wouldn't do that. So I've copied the IP address, and I will go to my web browser. So it is assumed that this is the link you are sending to the victim or your user to try to log in with. So I will launch that link. It's going to give me a Gmail login interface. Alright, so whatever I'm going to be doing here is going to be reversing. So you can see the connection is already coming here. So whatever, if I log in, let me put in my email, for example, set tech expert. Alright. Alright. So any password that I enter here now alongside this email, it means that I will get them here. So login, let's demonstrate. So look at it there, it's saying, so if you come back here, it's saying possible username field found, possible password field found. So this simply means that we've successfully exploited a user using a social engineering trick. So for the user, whenever someone sends a link like this to you, the first thing you are supposed to do for you to be aware, do not click on that link. Always verify that this link is coming from someone that you can actually trust before you can attempt to open that link. So here I am going to round up the session, and then if you like this video, do well to like and subscribe to our channels, and then see you in our next session. Thank you.